All right, a very good evening. A warm welcome to Dan Really Likes Wine with Pick and Pay. Apologies for the slight delay. And as you'll see, there's a slightly different look to our broadcast this week. We had to bring in some emergency assistance this evening with our usual team not being available. But although we have been slightly delayed, it's only worth the wait because we have got some very, very special wine to look forward to this evening. Apologies extend to not just being slightly late, but also the continued state of my hair. I nipped down to my hairdresser today with a big smile, looking forward to going have these untethered locks trimmed. And unfortunately, my hairdresser is still shut. So there is still the Kramer from Seinfeld look. Hopefully by Thursday's tastings, looking just a little more respectable. But if I am not looking respectable, then our wine certainly is. We have got the best of Stellenbosch and the best of South Africa meets California across today's selection. A little later, Stuart Buerter from Takara will be talking us through two Stellenbosch Classics, two wines that most of you, I'm sure, will have tried at one point or another. One of them is the Takara Chardonnay, and the other is their Cabernet Sauvignon. Takara Cab in particular is a much sought after wine. But we kick off with somebody you've seen on Dan Really Likes Wine, regular appearances over the years, be it in former capacity as the head honcho at Warwick, unless, of course, his mum Norma was around, in which case he was the deputy head honcho. He's the man who founded the Cape Wine Auction and gave us such a magnificent platform for philanthropy. And he is also the guy who has given us Villa Fonte, which is what we are celebrating today. Now, just checking, apparently we're struggling a little bit with the sound. Just from our editing team, we've got sound coming through. We just get a message there from Pierre, who's looking after us this evening. Daryl Balfour telling me there is no sound. Is that coming through loud and clear for you there, Pierre? I think we're back up. So if you missed that, it's just to let you know that Takara will be up just a little later, and Stuart Buerter tasting the Chardonnay and the Cabernet Sauvignon. But we kick with a man who does just about everything in the wine industry.
I can't hear anything at the moment. I assume that everything's working.
All right, so that's
my systems are all good.
Okay, Christoph Snowman says the sound is great for him, and Bruce Fillion says the sound is working as well. So there we go. Our sound is up and running. Thank you for the feedback, guys. Much appreciated. So let's kick off with our first guest for today. He's the chairperson of Stellenbosch Wine Routes. He is the man who founded the Cape Wine Auction. He and his family gave us the label that is a South African institution in Warwick. And together with some of the very best of California, he is behind Villa Fonte, which is what we taste today. Hello, Mike Ratcliffe. Oh, we are battling there with Mike. Hello, Mr. Ratcliffe, who is typing me a message by the sounds of things. I can hear that coming through. Let's see. All right. So apologies, as I say, we've got a new team tonight. Unfortunately, we got shunted on short notice yesterday, and we are now trying to work on a new system with a new team. Our apologies. Mike, we can hear, apparently my sound is coming through, but we're not getting Mike out there at the moment. So, Pierre, if you can just see if there's a way we can tweak that. We don't want to lose out on Mr. Ratcliffe. He's a difficult man to tie down, and his wine is not to be missed. So, Mike just not coming through. Let's see, maybe those earphones. So I can hear Mike as well, but Mike
good stuff.
Hear us.
I'm glad you can hear me, Dan, but I haven't had any sound from anyone for a while. The wine tastes good, though.
Maybe I'm sure it does. Let's try moving out.
I'm going to disconnect my AirPods and see what happens.
All right, that could be it. These little technical hurdles we have. How's that, Mike? A little better? All right, have we got you now, Mr. Ratcliffe? Can you hear us? Oh. All right. right.
Okay,
can you hear
headphones
us
are
now, Mark?
disconnected.
Any sound coming through? No. Still nothing. All right, this is not shaping up terribly promisingly, I'm afraid. We'll give it one last try. No. All right, maybe as we work that, Pierre, can I check if Stuart, our other guest, has he arrived to join us here? All right. So Christoph says he can hear both of us nicely. Our only problem, Christoph, is that Mike can't hear us, unfortunately, and we don't have Stu just yet. He's been trying to log in and battling a little. So let's see if I think Mike is going to try and log out and log back in. And in the interim, what I will do is just tell you about the wine that we're hoping to try this evening. But if not, we'll have to push that out and move that forward to tomorrow and see if we can get that done then instead. This is the wine that we would have been drinking. It's the Takara Chardonnay. So I might have to hold out if I can keep that saved until tomorrow. The Takara Chardonnay. We've also got the Takara Cabernet Sauvignon, which we have. There we go. Our Director's Reserve got a glowing report from Mr. Greg Sherwood just a few days ago. And then the really exciting battle, the 2007 Villafonte Series M, trying to take on the 2017 Villafonte Series M. So that is what we're scheduled to be drinking now. But if we can't get our technical stuff right, then I'm afraid we're going to have to put this one off and try and come back to it possibly tomorrow and see if we can get going then. So we'll give it one last go to see if either Mike or Stuart can come in and join us. But if that is not possible, then we're going to have to push it out to tomorrow. Unfortunately, our technology, it is a new team who are trying to work this for the first time on short notice. And yeah, we'll have to hold off until tomorrow. So I think, very sadly, I know, see, we've got a lot of you there. Rochelle McCauley's watching, Albert Berger, Bruce Fillion, Christoph Snowman, Daryl Balfour. So guys, to all of you, thank you very much for logging in. Unfortunately, we've had one or two issues in the past. We've had another one today. Our new system just not working for us, unfortunately. So we'll have to call it a day. And provided both Stuart and Mike are available, we will try and reschedule for tomorrow. And I will post exactly when, just as soon as I can. So yeah, thanks again for logging in. My sincere apologies to all of our viewers and to Mike and Stuart for doing their best to be part of it. But we will have to call it a day, and we'll see if we can get it going soon. I see Skalk Stapelberg has just joined us as well. Skalk, unfortunately, some technical issues. We're trying. I think Mike might be back. Let's try Mike one more time if we can. If you're Pierre, if you can pop Mike up, and let's see if we can hear him now. One last crack. I've had very few technical challenges over the course of our live videos. Yeah, we're just not getting Mike. Okay, so we'll have to bid everybody farewell. As soon as I have a confirmed time with my other guests, I will do that. We'll hopefully be back on our normal platform for then and our normal team and get going. But for now, Dan Really Likes Wine very apologetically signing off. I'm really sorry. It's certainly not something we like to do, but sometimes the technology does just get the better of us. And our new team and new system just not quite working today. So I'll send out a message as soon as I can, let you know a confirmed time for hopefully tomorrow. Once I've spoken to Stuart and Mike, it is one that's really worth waiting for. Just before I go, a reminder that we do have that auction, and that auction is on the Strauss website, and it includes a wonderful Villafonte item that is Tasting with Mike, Golf with Skalk Berger, Skalk Brits, Jacques Cullis, and Nick Mallet. And if you'd like to see more of that, you can head over to the Strauss & Co. auction site and have a look at that auction. Unless we have Mike in now. No, we did try. All right. Well, Mike, we can see you. We can't hear you, sadly. So we'll log out now, and we'll look forward to having Mike Radcliffe alongside of Stuart Butter and the wines of Villafonte and of Takara just as soon as we confirm a new time and date. So apologies again, but we look forward to catching up with you all soon. Take care. Goodbye.